Hi, I'm Frankie Gould. I'm here to talk to you about the all-new 2012 Toyota Camry. The Camry is a mid-size sedan that has been the leader in its class for the past 25 years. This year, Toyota redesigned the Camry, and the new redesign fully lives up to its high expectations. To start, the new body style gives the modest family sedan a much tougher and edgier appeal to the younger families in the market. Though it's small, the Camry delivers an impressive horsepower and torque. A plus for this automobile is the price. Prices start at only $22,000. The fact that the car is affordable will help make the decision to buy the Camry all that much easier. Also, the fuel efficiency has been significantly upgraded. The 2011 model was able to get you 31 highway miles per gallon. This year's model can get you 35 miles per gallon. What is really impressive is the improvements Toyota's engineers have made on the hybrid. The hybrid last year was only able to get you 31 miles to the gallon. This year's hybrid is able to get you 41 miles per gallon, and that's in the city. The number 178 seems very minuscule for horsepower, but you must consider the fact that this 2012 model is 220 pounds lighter. Many will be surprised by the quickness of this top-of-the-line sedan. On the inside, Toyota has completely removed the hideous plastic interior components. The new Camry looks more like a Jaguar on the inside. Its other Japanese competitors are still living in the past when it comes to interior looks and features. What really will convince people to buy this Camry is a feature called Intune. Intune is very similar to Ford's Sync, but is more like Sync on steroids. Intune is what is called an infotainment system. The system runs out of the center media console. It has features ranging from Bing to Pandora to many others. Oh wow, looks like we're having a call from Rob Hoffman, one of our longtime callers and listeners. He's going to give you his own personal testimony of this car.
Hey Frankie, how you doing? I've been more than glad to call and talk to you about the Toyota Camry. First off, I have a really long drive from St. Joe's Prep in North Philadelphia all the way down here to Lower Moreland. The Toyota Camry, one thing I love about it is it's great on gas. I just love how good I can, drive from Broad Street to here and,
Your hybrid gets you 41 miles to the gallon, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's just great. That's the one thing I love about it. It's amazing how I could save so much money and just taking those long trips so I can, have the rest of that money to take my wife out to dinner or something like that.
That's just great, Rob. So, I know you're very loyal to Toyotas. When did you get your first Camry? Tell us all about it.
Well, I got my first Toyota back when I was 18 years old. It was one snowy Christmas morning. I ran down the steps like a kid in high school would, and my mom, there were no presents under her tree. I just looked at my mom and dad in shock, and I was just real disappointed. And they just said, can you shovel the snow for us before we have breakfast? And I was real miserable about that, but I said alright. So I walked outside and I saw this new car sitting there. I turned to my dad and he flicked me the keys, and that was my Christmas gift. It was probably ended up being the greatest Christmas of all, just because I got to ride around that night later on, drop my nana off after the Christmas party, and we had a lot of time. The car is real safe. I got in one little car accident when I was 18, and thankfully the Toyota airbags went off and they saved my life that day.
You heard it, folks. The Toyota Camry has been reliable for the past 2.5 decades. So tell me, Rob, that first Camry that you got, who's driving that Camry now? Where's it at?
Well, it's actually sitting in my garage right now, but in a month or two, my son is about to get his license, so he'll be driving the old whip.
Alright, Rob, last question. I know you're a big Philly guy. You don't get to spend a lot of your time in Philly. What are your plans for the next 2 weekends that you're going to be here?
Well, since the Eagles are in town both weekends, I'm gonna take my son up to see a couple Birds games and spend the night on town. Take him out, get a cheesesteak or something. Who knows?
Alright, thanks a lot, Rob, for calling. You're always welcome to call my radio station. Alright, well, back to the trim styles. The Camry comes in 4 different trim styles: the L, the LE, the SE, and the XLE. All four of these options have incredible safety features, and if there's one word to describe this car, the word is practical. With features such as in-tune and a much better suspension, I 100% recommend this car. If you're undecided whether to buy the Camry or another Japanese sedan in its class, consider the low price and the fact that this will last you 20 years. Our own personal testimony from Rob Hoffman, he'll even tell you the same thing. This Camry is practical and you should buy it.